No!
No freaking way!
He doesn't give a damn!
What a cliffhanger at the ending of the last episode.
I'm so invested in this show now.
Regarding Naomi Misura's disappearance, shouldn't we open an investigation into this matter?
If we do, it should be coordinated separately from the Kira case.
We're talking about someone who's been missing for 4 months already. Chances are she's probably dead.
If you're right about that, I find it odd that we haven't found her body yet. If we did, it might provide us with some much-needed physical evidence.
That is so weird that they didn't find her body.
Ryuzaki, something seems to be happening on Sakura TV.
In other words, all of the reporters and staff here are Kira's hostages. We have a professional obligation to share this message with you. I assure you that this is not a hoax, and that Sakura TV is not airing this tape for the purposes of sensationalism.
The tapes, right?
Yeah.
4 days ago, our program director here at Sakura TV received 4 tapes. There can be no doubt that they are from Kira himself. The first tape we received contained a prediction regarding the time of death of 2 suspected criminals who had recently been arrested. And as predicted, at the exact time that Kira had specified, both men died suddenly of heart attacks yesterday. Kira has instructed us to air the second tape today at exactly 5:59 p.m., and we do intend to comply with his demands.
I'm so curious.
This tape should offer proof of his powers by predicting yet another death. Beyond that, we understand that it contains a message to all the people of the world from Kira.
That's insane, man.
Fake, don't you think? I doubt it.
And now, the video.
Here we go.
I am Kira. Please change the channel to Taiyo TV. The news anchor Mr. Kazuhiko Hibima will die of a heart attack at exactly 6 o'clock.
Oh crap.
That is a public display!
He's freaking dead. I don't know why I'm acting so surprised.
But why is he doing this?
Now that you've seen proof of my powers, you should have no trouble believing that I am Kira.
Kira said that he was going to send a message to the people of the world.
That is loud and clear.
We can't let him finish.
Get Sakura TV on the line!
Everybody's gonna die if that's the case.
It's no good. None of my contacts at the station have their phones on. And nobody's picking up at reception either.
They can't stop this!
If that's what it takes.
People of the world, please listen to me. The last thing I want to do is kill the innocent. I've always thought of the police as allies, not as enemies.
Damn you, Kira.
I intend to create a new world. If you agree to join me in my mission, I know we can make it happen. I promise that the innocent will not die.
I see what he's doing.
Even if you don't agree with me, all I ask is that you not publicize your views in the media. Soon, we'll have a new world ruled by benevolence, inhabited with kind-hearted, honest people.
That sounds like a good deal, man.
Try to imagine it, a world where the police and I will...
Sachiko.
This can't be good for your health.
No kidding.
You have to rest.
Sachiko. Like it or not, I am still in charge of the Kira task force. Damn, it's locked!
I have a feeling this police officer is gonna die.
This is the police! Open up! You idiots!
Oh. No!
How did he catch this guy?
I don't know. Literally, how did he foretell this?
Oh, he couldn't press the freaking button.
Aizawa, look! Ukita, damn it, Kira did this.
They're gonna be so scared to continue this case.
How the hell did he know that that officer was gonna go there, though?
I don't know.
Mr. Aizawa, where are you going?
I've got to go there.
You can't. If this truly is the work of Kira, you'll just meet the same fate if you go there.
You told us that Kira couldn't kill without a name. So how could this happen? The aliases and fake police IDs were worthless. What are we gonna do, Al?
They sound so scared.
You don't think Kira has all our names already, do you?
That's a definite possibility. However, if that's the case, you'd think it would be easier for him to kill off the entire task force before making a move. Initially, I deduced that Kira needed both a name and a face to kill, but from what we've just seen, I'd say it's not entirely impossible that Kira can kill with only a face. All I know for sure is that Kira is either in that TV station or he's somewhere close by.
If Kira is in the area, then isn't that why we should get down there?
If we rush down there unprepared, all of us will be killed.
He's right.
Who said we'd have to risk our lives to catch Kira?
Risking my life to catch Kira and doing something that I know will cost me my life are two entirely different things.
That's true.
Yeah?
He's shaking in fear?
Please control yourself. I understand you want to go there, but if something was to happen to you as well.
I now await a response from the police. Please announce your decision on the 6 o'clock news in 4 days. I prepared 2 videos, one to be aired if the answer is yes, and another if the answer is no.
Where did he go?
He's going back to HQ.
Oh, I'm so scared.
He's walking the heart attack off.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh,
Whoa!
shit! No freaking way!
He doesn't give a damn for justice.
Akira video. Show me which studio they're broadcasting it from.
A vehicle has just driven through the front doors of the station.
That's
Whoa.
one way to get into the building.
That was
without being
smart.
Seen by Akira.
But who would?
His
Stop
father.
This broadcast immediately. Hand those tapes over to me. My hands are tied here. If we stop this broadcast, he'll kill all of us. Shut up.
Oh.
You're gonna be killed right here and now if you don't give those tapes to me. What? Come on, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Smith and Wesson.
Yeah. That's really cool.
They got the actual gun manufacturer on the gun in the show, which is actually crazy. The real question is, could Light kill his father?
I actually think he would.
I got it. I'll give it to you. Just please stop waving that gun around.
We're still outside Sakura TV. As you can see, a police car has just arrived.
There are still other officers out there who are willing to stand up to Kira.
Mr. Aizawa, you know Deputy Director Kitamura's cell phone number, right?
Aizawa, I told you not to call me on this phone.
This is L. There's something I need you to do for me. There may be police officers who will see this broadcast and feel moved to take action in the name of justice. If you don't take control of this situation quickly, there will be a disaster.
They'll all die.
But technically, we're not supposed to be involved in this case.
Oh.
Two police officers have just collapsed on the sidewalk. I think we may be in danger. We're moving away from the scene.
I see your point now. Tell me what I should do.
Protect your men. Don't send them.
How the heck is he doing this?
Do you think he took Ryuk's eyes?
I need to speak with Ryuzaki.
Yes, it's me. So, you're the one driving the police van.
I couldn't just sit and watch. I've confiscated all of the tapes. So what do you think I should do now? I'd say going out the front would be too dangerous, but I could always use the police van again.
Please hold the line for a second. Deputy Director Kitamura.
This is awesome.
Shinigami, who just drove into the building. Are your preparations complete?
It's done, as you requested.
Mr. Yagami, listen carefully.
So theatrical.
Yeah.
You want me to exit through the front entrance?
Damn, the intensity on L and the police side is just incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, this feels so tense right now.
And we keep doing this back and forth between feeling tense for them and then feeling tense for Light.
Make sure
Whoa.
do not reveal your faces.
This is incredible.
Dang, this is wild to see.
Thank you. I'll drive myself. I understand.
Damn, what an operation. It's kind
this
of
guy,
beautiful.
Yeah, they had this guy standing outside to prove the police chief that he could come out and be okay.
As you move out, proceed with caution. You are not to remove your helmet. There you have it. The police refuse to cooperate with Kira. Instead, they are preparing to fight. As much as I fear for my own life in saying so, this is right.
We saw the binoculars twice.
Yeah.
L was looking at who was at the people he was killing in front of HQ.
Kira has become a threat to our very constitution, and as citizens, we must fight back. I am NHN's golden news anchor, Koki Tanakabara.
Chief Yagami.
Welcome back, Chief.
He needs to go back to the hospital.
These are all of the tapes in an envelope. Everything Kira sent to the station is in here.
I can't thank you enough. The postmark is from Osaka. But Kira can control his victims before they die, so he could have delivered it from Osaka without going there himself. Can you please take this to the crime lab right away? While you're doing that, I'm going to watch these tapes to see if they can tell us anything.
I have a lot of questions right now.
Fingerprints, right?
Well, how did Light get to Osaka?
He could have controlled somebody to drop it off, like L said.
You're right.
Tape 3 covers the terms of cooperation. Put simply, he's requesting that we broadcast the names of 4 criminals. He seems particularly interested in those who have assaulted others or those who have somehow hurt or taken advantage of the weak and defenseless. He wants police officials and L to appear on TV to make a public announcement that we plan to cooperate with him.
Here's the biggest problem. If your name was slandered for one of those crimes, you're technically on the kill list.
Yeah, even if you were innocent.
Right.
He needs us to reveal our faces. That way he can kill us if the police do anything suspicious. He'll hold our lives as insurance.
So what about the content of the 4th video if we were to answer no?
He more or less says the same thing. Mr. Yagami, it should go without saying that the answer is no. Please have someone take tape number 4 over to Sakura TV and authorize them to broadcast it.
This show is highlighting the importance of due process.
You're right about that.
I can only say it's a shame that your answer is no. It's clear that the police wish to oppose me. This will not go unpunished. So, I'll start by taking the life of either the Director General of the NPA or the detective known as L, who is currently leading the investigation against me. The Director General, or L, who will pay the price for your refusal to cooperate in the creation of a peaceful world. You have 4 days to decide.
I feel like Elle is not worried. I feel like he knows. Kira doesn't know who he is.
It looks like I've even got God on my side now. I suppose it's actually a god of death. It would appear that another Shinigami has come to the human world, and somehow that Shinigami's death note has fallen into the hands of someone who agrees with Kira.
No.
Oh, man.
Likely has the Shinigami Eyes.
Holy shit.
That's a plot twist.
If I leave things, I'm pretty sure that Elle will be finished off within the next 4 days. However, I can't forgive this imposter for the way he's tarnishing Kira's image with these senseless killings. Not to mention, if he slips up and gets caught, the death note could be discovered, and that I cannot allow.
Yeah, he has to remain at the top of the chain.
What needs to happen very soon is for me to join the task force. It'll allow me to keep track of Elle and this fake Kira.
Dang!
He has to kill the fake Kira, remain the leader of the charge, have the monopoly on the death note, and then take out L.
Ryuzaki, I'm afraid it's as you thought. Several of our member countries have weighed in, and it seems they are in favor of having the real L appear on TV.
I think that's the most appropriate choice given the options. Well, we still have 3 days before it happens. Maybe we can find some countermeasure. After all this, it would really annoy me.
If I'm
He's
killed,
so
I'll be the first
unbothered.
person to jump on the Kira bandwagon. Ryuzaki, what do you mean by that?
That there's a strong possibility that this Kira's a fake. No, we should think of him more as a second Kira.
Wait, how the heck did he deduce that?
Holy crap. It's the petty crimes.
I looked at the victims he used for his predictions.
That's why.
Their purpose was to prove to Sakura TV staff that he is Kira. Both their names were only reported in tabloids and daytime talk shows, so they weren't exactly hardened criminals. But from the perspective of the second Kira, he'd want to make absolutely certain that he didn't predict the death of a criminal who could be killed by the real Kira first.
Ah.
If you had to put a number on it, what's the probability of a second Kira?
50%.
This time I'd say it's more than 70%.
Oh wow, that's
I
high.
really don't like the way he operates. In the past, he has traditionally avoided killing innocent people, with the exception of those who were trying to catch him. Anyway, if we can capture one Kira, I think that will provide us with a lot of insight into how we can find the other one.
This is getting so layered.
Mr. Yagami, I'd like your permission to ask your son to cooperate with us on this
Oh,
investigation.
just what he
If you want my
wanted.
son to join the task
Oh my
force,
God.
does this mean you no longer suspect him?
I can't say that he's been completely cleared, but his deductive abilities would be invaluable to us right now.
This is crazy. They're gonna work together.
But they actually have a common goal of finding the second Kira.
If my son wants to cooperate with you, then I have no reason to prevent it.
However, please don't tell him that we think this latest Kira might be a fake. I don't want him to know that yet. We want to make it appear to him that we're still chasing the same Kira.
Light better get paid for this.
I don't know, man. This is the plot twist that we never expected to happen.
Misa, I gave that death note to you, so why not use it for yourself?
I am using it for myself.
It's a girl,
because I
too.
believe in what Kira is doing. I want to know what kind of person Kira is. That's the only reason I sent all those videos to that TV station.
So she's a fangirl.
There's a chance you could be killed.
I'm sure that Kira is kind to those with pure hearts. And if it came down to that, I'm still stronger than he is because I have the eyes.
What an idiot. That's how you know she's not gonna make it out of this.
Yeah.
She's an idiot. Sorry to say it.
Light is gonna use her to his advantage.
Light, Ryuzaki has decided that he'd like you to help with the investigation. If you're still interested, then you need to come here right away.
All along, I've been trying to find a way to get involved in the investigation. Now I'll have access to classified information about the case, which means I can learn more about this other Kira. I need to figure out what this imposter is all about before someone else on the task force beats me to it.
Okay, let's get down to work. You can start by looking over all the information we've collected. I'd also like you to examine these videos.
I need to hear what Light thinks about all of this.
We need to ask Light Yagami to assist us. However, we cannot tell him that we're considering the possibility of a second Kira. I'm curious to see what his impression of these tapes will be prior to knowing ours. Light's deductive reasoning is really quite incredible. He may suspect that these tapes are the work of a second Kira, an imposter, or copycat imitating the original.
But the basis for the second Kira theory is that the victims of these recent killings were minor criminals who don't fit the normal profile. Without hearing our explanation, how would Light ever know that?
Yes, but there's more to it than that.
Really? There's more?
The suspect that we've been pursuing up until now has needed both a name and a face to kill his victims. But there is something different happening here.
The eyes.
Mr. Ukita was killed the moment he arrived at the station, and this Kira demanded only that I appear on TV, but made no request for my name. This implies that the second Kira only needs to see a person's face to kill them. So I'll ask Light to look over all of our information as well as our video evidence. If he comes to the conclusion that there could be a second suspect, then he'd be almost completely cleared of suspicion in this case.
But how will that prove anything?
He already knows that, though.
Logically, if he's really Kira, he'll want me dead, seeing as I'm the one leading the investigation against him right now. If I comply with this new subject's demands and appear on TV in 3 days, there's a very good chance I will die. I can't see the real Kira jeopardizing such an easy opportunity to get rid of me.
But are you suggesting that if my son does not come to the same conclusion, there's an even greater chance that he is guilty?
No. In that case, there will still only be a 5% chance. We'll inform him that we are investigating the possibility of a copycat and have him cooperate with us as planned.
He's not telling the dad the truth. He doesn't want Mr. Yagami to be stressed more than he already is.
Now that you've seen proof of my powers, you should have no trouble believing that I am Kira.
This video is so mediocre. It's making me sick to my stomach. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm the real one, but this is a complete disgrace to everything Kira stands for.
I feel like him knowing that there's a second Kira is kind of pointing to the fact that he is the original Kira.
It seems unusual that no one bothered to explain this video to me. It's not like them. Well, in any case, I'd be stupid to comment on it. It's probably best if I say nothing. If I just leave it alone, Elle dies.
Have you come to any conclusions?
Damn, it's a test. It's hard to say for sure, but there might be another person out there with Kira's power. At the very least, I'd say this tape was not created by the Kira we're familiar with. It's extremely out of character for him to use these kinds of victims for his killings. And since we've established that he needs a name and face to kill, it makes you wonder how he was able to kill that detective and those 2 officers right outside the television station like that.
He's so good at tests. He passes with flying colors.
That was incredible, Light. Now any doubts about you should be resolved.
We also believe that this is the work of a second Kira.
I knew it. So you knew about this all along, Ryuga? Which means this was just another one of your tests?
The truth is, if I was the only one who thought there was a second Kira, it wouldn't be too convincing. But the fact that we both came to the same conclusion makes the theory that much more believable. First, we must focus on stopping this copycat. From what we've seen, he sympathizes with the real Kira.
This is awesome.
He lacks his sophistication. I think he might even be willing to obey the original.
I'm suspicious that Elle is suspicious right now.
We could lure him into a trap by sending our own message from the real Kira. Oh, and Light, I would like you to play the part of the real Kira.
Oh.
Do you think you could script a message from Kira in time for it to be aired on this evening's national news?
Elle is looking to trap Light.
Must have been planning this from the beginning.
What the heck? I knew it was a trap.
Holy shit, this is awesome, dude.
The dude laughing in the background cracks me up.
And Elle has to craft his plans in a way that doesn't get him caught. I meant Light.
Does this look okay?
I think you've done an excellent job with this. However, if we don't omit the part that says you're free to kill Elle, then I'm gonna end up dead.
I guess I got carried away playing the part. I figured if I was him, I'd probably demand that you be killed. Feel free to change it to whatever you like.
That sounds good.
He's so comfortable now, being who he truly is.
That comfort, the subtlety in his outward personality and his behaviors could also give him away. So, shit, it's crazy, man. It's very layered, like you said.
In response to the frightening Kira video aired on Sakura TV, an anonymous individual has contacted us claiming to be the real Kira. I would also like to mention that the NPA has granted us permission to air this video.
I am Kira. It worked! I knew he'd answer me!
So this is exactly what you wanted.
The one who was broadcast on Sakura TV several days ago is a pretender, a fake. The purpose of this message is to communicate my will to this imposter. I want to make it absolutely clear that the taking of innocent lives is against my will. If this person claiming to be me is truly sympathetic to my cause, I ask 2 things of him. That he refrain from killing aimlessly, and that he agree to abide by my basic principles.
Yay!
She has some interesting things in her room.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to
She's been acknowledged. This Shinigami looks a lot like Ryuk, right? With the nose and everything?
That part, yes.
Ryuzaki, we have a reply from the second Kira.
Kira, thank you for your reply. Please do not worry. I will follow orders and do as you say.
Worked. I will
The
do
language.
as you say, huh? This guy's gonna be no help at all. If this fake had any idea what my wishes were, he'd insist that Elle appear on TV and then kill him anyway. How could you fall for something like this? Damn it.
She's just a groupie.
I really want to meet you. I don't think you have the eyes. But you don't have to worry. I would never try to kill you. That's a promise.
What the hell is he thinking? Talking about Shinigami Eyes in a public message like this.
Idiot.
She's gonna get him caught for real.
What's this having the eyes supposed to mean? Is it a code?
Tell me how I can meet you without the police knowing. You'll think of something. And when we meet,
What? What's going through his head?
He's realizing it's all supernatural.
Shinigami? He's a liability. If I don't do something about him quickly.
Oh my goodness! What happened?
Oh my god. He's having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Could Shinigami actually exist?
Holy crap. That is the scariest thing as a human being.
She literally exposed Light so much. He's got to get rid of her as soon as possible, I think.
That's impossible. Obviously, they don't exist.
Meanwhile,
Yes,
Ryuk is right there.
Yeah, he's probably laughing.
Shinigami don't exist.
You're probably right, but I remember that Kira had those prisoners write something suggesting the existence of Shinigami.
Perhaps we're dealing with the same person after all. That would definitely explain why we're hearing the same words.
I don't think so. If this was the same person, it's highly unlikely he would have responded to our video in the first place. And why would he agree to let L live after going to all the trouble of getting him to appear on TV?
That's true.
The real Kira wants him dead.
It's as Light says. If the two Kiras were connected, I don't think the imposter would be so willing to give up on his plan to kill me. All of this suggests to me that the Copycat has his own agenda and is acting independently of the first.
Yep.
I believe his actual motivation is to meet the original.
I think you're right. The word Shinigami could very well be some reference to their killing power. Saying we can confirm our identities by showing our Shinigami to each other probably means that they'd confirm their identities by somehow demonstrating their ability to kill.
Yes, that's it.
Good cover-up, Light.
Based on their messages, we can assume that the word Shinigami must hold some other meaning that only the real Kira and the second Kira are aware of. Now, we just need to convince this Copycat to tell us what that is.
That's
Make
crazy.
it too obvious that we're asking, otherwise he'll realize we're not Kira.
No, from now on, it's best that we leave it up to the two Kiras. I imagine that the second Kira is probably quite satisfied with the current situation now that he's received a televised response.
But the first Kira is not happy about it.
He sent a message to get Kira's attention, and as far as he knows, he now has it. Also, there's that word he used, one that only the two of them would understand.
The eyes.
We'll arrange to have this reply broadcast today on Sakura's 6 o'clock news. Naturally, this will be of interest to Kira. He'll be following this exchange between the Copycat and the one we've invented. Now, if I were Kira himself, my priority would be to prevent this imposter from coming into contact with the police. This is good for us, because it means that the real Kira may feel pressured to respond this time.
Dang, this is getting so crazy.
But let's say that he doesn't respond. Then what do we do?
I've been thinking about what the second Kira might do if he gets no response. For one, he might reveal more information that he knows Kira once kept secret, to pressure him into a meeting. Of course, that would make Kira nervous. And what would be more interesting is if Kira sends a message of his own to prevent this from happening. Ideally, this could provide us with the physical evidence we'll need to build a case against him. In the meantime, let's gather all the information we can on this Copycat.
So it seems like it's in Light's interest to take this person out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because she's not as calculated as he is, and she's revealing too much and putting him in a bad situation.
Hey Rem, can I ask you something? For a Shinigami to give a notebook to a human, he needs to have two. Ryuk could give a death note to Kira because he somehow found a way to sneak an extra one past the Shinigami King?
Right.
What about you?
Let's just say it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm one of the few in the Shinigami realm who knows how to kill another of my kind.
No.
Oh.
What the heck?
You killed a Shinigami and then you gave his notebook to me, right?
I wasn't the one who killed him. I just happened to be around when he died.
So, how do you kill a Shinigami? I have to know.
Please tell us.
Never repeat this to anyone. I learned the only way to kill a Shinigami is to make them fall in love with a human.
No.
Oh.
What a beautiful way to kill.
There
my
once was a
goodness.
Shinigami named Jealous who spent all of his time watching over a certain human girl. Jealous wanted nothing more than to look at her as she went about her daily life.
That's a crazy story, man.
Yeah.
It's today, isn't it? Her last day alive.
She looks so full of life.
I wonder why today is just not fair.
So he had compassion on this woman because he was in love.
I also wanted to find out how she was going to die, so I stayed and watched with him.
She got hit by a car or something?
It was nighttime and she was walking alone. No one else was around, and then it happened.
Oh, an assault.
That's
A man
horrible.
suddenly appeared and blocked her path. He was clearly infatuated with the girl.
This poor girl. Everyone's obsessed with her.
It was like a stalker.
Yeah.
She'd never seen the man before, and of course, turned him down. I can't have you.
Nobody can. Oh, God.
I think this is actually pretty realistic. Like, this would happen in the real
Yeah,
world.
it definitely does
Wait,
happen all the
stop
time.
it. What are you doing?
Unfortunately.
Without even thinking, Jealous did something that we Shinigami must never do.
He killed the guy to spare her so that she wouldn't die, even though that was her destiny.
Oh, and he died instead.
Jealous used his death note to kill the man instantly, and therefore save the girl's life. Shinigami exist only to shorten and take human lives. We aren't permitted to undo that which has been fated.
Oh my goodness.
There's so much beauty in this. This poor Shinigami.
That was actually very selfless of him.
Jealous became something which was neither sand nor rust and disappeared forever. The only reminder of his existence was his death note left behind.
That was an incredible story.
It was.
The rest of his lifespan was added to hers, so not only had he saved her life, he'd accidentally extended it well beyond its natural end.
So if he'd never fallen in love with this girl, he'd probably still be alive today, wouldn't he?
That's right.
I had no idea. All this time I thought it was luck, but it was a Shinigami who saved my life that day.
Wait, what?
Yes, Jealous loved you enough to die for you, so
Oh.
that death note is now yours to keep.
Oh, shit.
That's wild.
I see. For a Shinigami to die, they have to love a human enough that they'd prevent their death from happening. So what about you, Rem? You're not in love with me, are you?
You really think you can kill me that easily?
Oops. You saw through that? I'm so glad. At least now I have something interesting to tell Kira. But I wonder, does he know how to K-I-L-L a Shinigami? I asked him on TV to find a way for us to meet each other, but he hasn't replied to me yet. Maybe I should just send him another message.
That's crazy how she fell in love with light.
Okay, so do the rules apply to her if that death note is from the Shinigami that gave her the rest of his life? Her life was extended, so when she has the death note, it doesn't get shortened.
She shortened her life by getting the eyes, probably.
This isn't good. I can't allow the second kid to act on his own for much longer. He's careless, so it's only a matter of time before he slips up, and when he does, the police will be waiting. With him in custody, they could find out about the death note.
Something to start.
A strawberry sundae, please.
What should I do? How can I contact the second kid without...
That's so funny. She's right behind him.
Yeah. So ironic.
That's the universe working its magic, man. This is how things actually play out in real life.
I wonder how old she actually is.
What kind of person are you, Kira?
Incredible. Man, every single episode just keeps topping the last one, doesn't it?
It does. I was not expecting this whole plot twist of a second Kira and that the girl would be the second Kira and she's obsessed with light.
But just like you said in a previous post-episode discussion, I feel like Death Note is one of those animes that you just have to watch like at least 3 times minimum to get all of the ideas that are being portrayed. And honestly, there's been a few times in this show where I really wanted to pause and think about things, but I know that I'm not going to be able to come to the conclusions in just one sitting. So sometimes throughout the day, I'm pondering about the ideas that are being presented in this show. And last but not least, it's so interesting to see the way that L and Light are both playing this facade when they speak to each other, but then also in their own minds, they have different personalities. In other words, what I'm trying to say is that we're seeing L and Light maintain multiple personalities for the situation that's being presented to them. So if they have a thought that's internal, they have one personality. And then if they want to talk to one another, they have a different personality. And then when they're talking to the public, that's a different personality. And then when they're talking to the police force, that's a different personality. And the real battle is not just Light versus L. It's about who's going to catch the slip up in each one's personalities. So there's so many different possibilities and so many ways each person can screw up. And that's going to be the end of the other person. I'm not entirely sure if I made a lot of sense to you guys, but it made a lot of sense in my own mind. And we'll see you guys on the next exciting reaction. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Stay tuned and peace out.
Bye!